Hello, hi, welcome once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well let's learn English together. And hello people! How are you all today? Did you get a good night's sleep? Are you rested and refreshed and ready to carry on with today's revision lesson? I bet you all are. So, tell Gusti to stop dancing around like a drunken gibbon. Tell Margot to move her head so that we can see the screen. And tell Nigel that for the next 15 minutes, we don't really want to hear his snorting, grunting, funny sound, okay? Sorry, Nigel, but sometimes your noises make it hard to concentrate. See, Nigel, it's a sort of a sweet sound, but sometimes it is a bit loud. So, please, for the next 15 minutes, keep the noise down. Okay, so the animals have been given their instructions and we're all ready. Have you all got a cool, refreshing drink by your side? Good. Well then, let's get started on this lesson, the second revision lesson of the week. Welcome back. Welcome to the studio. Welcome to the room where all of the magic happens. Yes, I'm here, you're here, and the crew are here. And all we're waiting for is for someone to say the magic words so that we can begin. Okay, well, the magic words are these. Kawonga flipper doodle crapich crap for wop for doodle crick. Okay, so we said the magic words and now we can start. Okay, so who remembers yesterday? Yes, we all do. We're not mentally defective. We can all remember yesterday, can't we? Yes, of course. It was 1845, April the 37th, as I recall. No, it wasn't. Sorry, I was just joking. It was the 26th of June, 2017. See, even I can remember. Okay, now what was the problem yesterday? Yes, that's right, we ran out of time. Old Father Time came and told us that our 15 minutes were up. So, we're starting today's lesson where we finished yesterday's lesson. Do you remember what we were talking about? We were looking at the different ways we can create sentences using every and all. We started with 4 sentences using every, and we learned that when we use every, we follow it with a singular noun. It's not every kangaroo's jump. It's not every kangaroo jumps. We don't say every computers use electricity. We say every computer uses electricity. And you obviously noticed that because we follow every with the singular noun, we have to make sure that the verb is correctly conjugated. Not every kangaroo jumps. Every computer uses electricity. We're using the third person singular, aren't we? Yes. We know that the verb to use is a regular verb, which means that in the present simple, we have to add an S to the third person singular. Use becomes uses in the third person singular. And in our first example, not every kangaroo jumps, we use the third person singular form of the verb to jump and put an S at the end of the infinitive. Jump becomes jumps. Okay, so do you also remember what happens when we change the sentence and replace every with all? That's right. When we use every, we have to follow it with a singular noun. And then, logically, if we're creating a sentence with a verb in it, we have to conjugate the verb correctly. We have to use a singular form of the verb. Now, if we use all instead of every, then we don't follow all with a singular noun, but we follow all with a plural noun. So, this means that when we're creating a sentence with a verb in it, we also have to make sure that we conjugate the verb correctly. If we change the two example sentences so that they use all instead of every, then we get these sentences. Not all kangaroos jump. All computers use electricity. So, we use a plural noun, kangaroos, after all in the first sentence. And we make sure that the verb to jump is in the plural form. They jump. Okay. Now, we do the same with the second example sentence. We use a plural noun after all, computers, and then we make sure that the verb is in the plural form. They use electricity. Now, I know that the anti-terror squad is made up of policemen and policewomen. There are people of both sexes in the police and also in this police squad. And if I wanted to, I could make the sentence longer. Every policewoman and policeman in the anti-terror squad knows Aikido. This sentence is more accurate, but I think that all of you have got enough intelligence to understand that when I'm talking about the police, then I'm talking about male and female police officers. So I abbreviated the sentence. I made it shorter because I know that you will all understand that when I say police or policemen, I'm also including female police officers too. Okay, back to the sentence. So, instead of every policeman, the start of the sentence is now all policemen. Good. Now, if we want to be 100% accurate and use the longer sentence, we can also do that. In that case, every policeman and policewoman changes to what? That's right. Every policeman and policewoman changes to the plural noun version. All policemen and policewomen. Simple, no? Yes. You can change that sentence with one hand tied behind your back. No problem. Okay, so on we go. What happens to the rest of the sentence? Do we have to alter anything else? Yes, well done. We have to change the form of the verb, don't we? In the original sentence, we used a singular noun, and so the verb form was the third person singular. Every policeman knows. There, we used the verb to know, and because we know that the verb to know is regular, we know that for the third person singular form, he, she, it, we have to add an S to the end of the infinitive. So, know becomes knows. Okay, but now, in our altered sentence, we changed the singular noun to a plural noun. After all, we use plural nouns. Remember? Okay, so that means that we have to alter the verb to, doesn't it? Yes. And what's the plural form of the verb to know? Well, all of the forms of the verb are the same, apart from the third person singular form. So the verb changes from knows to know. Simple. So now, our final altered sentence is this. All the policemen in the anti-terror squad know Aikido. Brilliant! Okay, on we go. What about the next sentence? Well, what was the original sentence? Every hotel receptionist likes Wagner. Okay, and what happens to the sentence? How does it change when we replace every with all? That's correct. When we change every to all, we have to change the singular noun to a plural noun. Hotel receptionist becomes hotel receptionists. Good. And is there anything else? Yes, there is. What happens to the verb? Well, remember that when we use every, the noun is singular and the verb has to be conjugated for the singular form too. But when we use all, the noun is plural, and so the verb has to be conjugated for the plural form too. So, what do we get? All hotel receptionists like Wagner. Excellent. And on we go to the next sentence. Now, the next sentence was about bank managers, wasn't it? Yes. And the original sentence was, every bank manager likes boiled eggs. Okay, good. Now, what did you come up with as the new sentence, the one using all instead of every? Let's hear it. All bank managers like boiled eggs. Brilliant. Well done. And now, the last of the four. Which one is this? Athos or Aramis? I can't remember. Never mind. Okay, so the last of the four. What have you got? Now, before we check this last one, let's have another look at it, shall we? This one has got a twist in it. We know that we have to change every to all. Fine. We know what this means. It means that we have to make sure that the singular noun changes to a plural noun. Fine. We also have to make sure that the verb changes from the third person singular form to the plural form. Fine. But there's something else, isn't there? Yes. Look towards the end of the sentence. There's something there that we also have to change. Can you see what it is? Yes, there it is, hiding towards the end of the sentence. It's a personal pronoun. There, her. It's the possessive personal pronoun. The original sentence was, every mother knows what her children like. But now, well, if we change the sentence so that it's now talking about all mothers, then we can't use the singular possessive pronoun her when we're using a plural noun, can we? No. So, we have to change the possessive pronoun. And what should we change it to? Well, let's ask Mabel to show us her table. Great. So now we know that it's not enough in this sentence to change every to all and then change the noun from a singular to a plural. And we know that in this sentence, it's not enough to then conjugate the verb correctly so that it's in sync with the subject. No. With this sentence, we also have to make sure that the possessive pronoun is the correct form, which means that the completed sentence is, all mothers know what their children like. Did you get all of that correct? Yes, that's amazing. Well done. And that's all the time we have for today. Yes, another lesson of revision has reached its end. So, we won't see each other until tomorrow afternoon. But if you need or want or would like more English, you know what to do, don't you? That's right. Get onto the internet and go to www.m5tv.hu. That's the M5 TV internet address, and that's where you can re-watch our old videos and check the vocabulary lists. All right, it's time for us to go. So there's only one thing left to say. Fruit salad. Fruit salad! Okay, people, have fun, relax, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you all here tomorrow. See you later. Bye.